What's going on, everyone? Just wanted to do a discussion regarding the whole Pam Bondi um, situation and everything with the GLP and the Epstein files. And this video is not going to be directly on that itself, more that on the rich and the powerful. And this shouldn't be a surprise for anybody. And the fact that this isn't a lower middle class and poor versus like the one percenters, the upper echelons, the rich, the high class people is astonishing to me because you still have people defending a lot of these sick individuals that's in the Epstein files because they still want to be linked to this power that they want to, I guess, have at some point in their lives. Um, who they inspire to be, I guess, as far as just their influence. I don't know why this gets defended by people and so hardly. Like the people defend these people like ridiculously crazy. And you see the files and you see what they did to those now women, grown women, but what when they were kids, young children, what they did to them. There was a picture of one girl tied up, and it's like, how do y'all still try to defend these horrific freaking people, the ones who have no foot in the game when it comes to this whole political bullshit? I don't understand how anybody can defend them, and the fact that more people aren't calling for a lot of these men who currently have seats, who currently have positions of power in the government, who are in these files, who are emailing Epstein regarding these parties, regarding these activities, regarding these women as objects, as they try to not incriminate themselves. I don't understand exactly how anybody can just try to just defend and say, "Hey, these guys need to keep their freaking jobs." They do not need to keep their jobs. They should be shamed out of their positions in government. It's crazy how these type of people could be ruling over our government and ruling in our government. People are still buying their products because they own other freaking companies. They own other freaking things. They have stock in a whole bunch of other bullcrap that we consume, that we use. The fact that a lot of people are not boycotting a lot of the crap that they use, and to make sure that, hey, let's try to make sure they don't have as much power and money as they once had before, because they definitely used it and abused it to hurt children. It's crazy to me that this is a right versus left thing when it shouldn't be. It should be the ones who are used and abused in this country all the time, and that's the poor and the lower class. We get abused heavily in this country. They feed us crumbs, and we get happy and we get content on being stepped on and stepped over by these freaking people, just hoping that we can maybe get a nice seat at a table. Makes no goddamn sense to me. This has been happening for a long freaking time. Rich, powerful men and women. I don't want to exclude women from doing horrible things, because there's a lot of women who do horrible things once they get the money and influence and power. That happens with humans. I'm gonna just do it like that. It happens with humans, but we've seen it a lot when it comes to men in power. We've seen people in corporations and businesses how they it's for decades how they would treat the women, their secretaries and stuff. They feel like they have power. Oh, I can, you know, make your life a little bit easier as long as you sleep with me. Type of bull crap. Oh, you can, move on up if you, give a little top maybe. Or I can help fund your business if you give a little bit of, top for me. If you can meet me in a hotel, if you can do this and that. We've seen this happening for years. CEOs, VPs, business owners, whatever, they have always, this has always been cases of them abusing power. And it's not every single one of them. And I'm not saying this is every single person in the government as well that are sick and twisted. I'm not saying every rich person, every one percenter is sick and twisted and are doing this, but it's definitely a lot of them that abuse their power. And they abuse their power in so many different ways, not just with children, but with other ways and stuff like that, how they treat and abuse people for some type of satisfaction that they would get. Some type of satisfaction. Hell, there's a case that's going on right now with Vincent Kennedy McMahon, where in his case it's talked about how he did. I forgot what old girl's name is. Vincent Kennedy McMahon is in a lawsuit or in a case with Janelle Grant, and all these horrible things that he had did to her. From what the stories and stuff are told, they didn't deny the crowd. They're not denying that they did the crowd. They're just saying that, hey, she was compensated in the way she was supposed to be. All this other bull crap, because that's what is way more important for them. Is the, hey, we're gonna do all this horrible stuff for you, but we give you a little bit of crumbs. We give you what you want and what you think you need by selling your soul and disrespecting you in any way that we can to satisfy our own sick and twisted needs. That's currently happening. And in other cases, when it comes to rich and powerful freaking men and how they always treat women, look at the fucking Abu Dhabi shit. How they get women how they fly out women to Abu Dhabi. And then they do all the bathroom tricks on them. Why? Because they can. Regular sex isn't enough for a lot of these people because they want to show how powerful they can be by humiliating the shit out of somebody. But here's some money, so you can feel a little bit better about yourself for going through this. It's always been the freaking case. And even in the lower portions when it comes to rich people and how they are treated women or how they view things when it comes to sex, and this shit is crazy to me because looking like a lot of like sports athletes and stuff like that, how they will in artists, rappers, actors, they pass around certain women all the freaking time. And people always go, why is this woman with so many of these different guys? It's trust. They trust her. She's already in the game. They pay porn stars to sleep with because they know the game. It's easy for them. And I'm not saying that they're in the same situation, but it's people with money and influence who use sex to satisfy whatever freaking need and crazy things and stuff they want because they have the money to. And it's this shit is just has been going on for decades before the United States was even thought of. It's something that is just how things have been, and I'm surprised people are just not sick and tired of rich people getting away with doing so much bullshit. Why is this not a poor lower class or middle class versus the one percenters makes no sense to me. That they get to get away with treating people and treating young girls and young boys the way that they treated them. They always been having parties. This is nothing new. All these, I, any of them motherfuckers is on the files, guaranteed they already knew that those were young girls. They were too young for them. They all knew that they were too. Even if they didn't sleep with them, they knew what the fuck was going on. They knew what was happening. They knew what was happening. But they still decided to be there, be in the parties and be and everything. They probably slept with other girls who maybe been older, maybe don't know. But they knew the parties, they knew what was going on because rich people be having these type of parties all the freaking time. Diddy didn't come up with his Diddy parties himself. He went to a party and it influenced him to do the same, that type of bullshit. I've heard of Republicans having parties like that, like sex parties and shit. Democrats have weird shit that's going on with them as well. I've heard of, what was it? This one Democrat dude was like, I guess, uh, pleasuring himself in one of the government buildings. I forgot what that freak was called. I gotta look that one up as well. So, but I remember hearing about that bull crap. A lot of these people are sick individuals. These are ungodly people pretending to be godly people. These people will pretend to be true Christians. They'll pretend to be true Jewish people. They'll pretend to be true servers of whatever religion, Catholic, Mormon, whatever, but do some of the most horrible shit to people to satisfy whatever bullshit they want satisfied. This is ridiculous to me. And no, I'm not on any side of right and left wing bullshit that people are so fascinated with for some reason. I've always been centered. I've always been middle. I don't like the bullcrap. I never liked the bullcrap of how this country is run by a two party system. It makes no sense. How it's run by a two party system. This and then everyone is wanting to die on the hill for these parties makes no sense. People are not even officially with these parties. They just consider themselves conservative or liberal, and it's far left and far right, far conservative and far liberal people that will die on the hill for these Republicans and Democrats. That makes no sense to me. All of them, whoever it is, if it's Bill Clinton, send his ass to wherever the freak. We see the fucking pictures. Lock his ass up too. Lock all these disgusting people up. Shit is crazy, and it's ridiculous. But the fact that people are surprised that rich people do this bullcrap and then they try to lie and protect themselves and don't think that they probably eliminated people. They probably people have been, you know, swimming with the fishes, so their stories and stuff don't get, put up. I really do believe they took out Epstein so he wouldn't tell. He was a very powerful person because he had so much information and so on a lot of these people. They would ruin their livelihoods, ruin their careers, ruin their stuff with their families. The fact that one of these motherfuckers actually took their family to Epstein is crazy. But other than shit, shit makes no sense to me. You knew exactly what the freak that this man was up to. And you took your family there. It's crazy. But yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise. Because rich, powerful men have been running this freaking country to shit for the longest. But yeah, that's basically what I want to just discuss and talk about. And y'all let me know exactly how y'all feel when it comes to the rich and the powerful, how they keep getting away with this, and how they've been doing this for years. These parties, guaranteed, they've been happening for the longest. They were selling children as prostitutes years and years ago. This has been going on for freaking years. And the fact that a lot of people wants to believe these liars, and when it comes out, oh, you've been lying about these emails. You see you talking to him in the email, fucking Elon Musk. You see these freaking emails. Oh, he's a disgusting human being, but you didn't think so, even though you knew exactly what he was doing. All y'all knew what the freak he was doing. And y'all still wanted to be around him, be at the parties, be there with the glam and everything. Shit makes no sense to me. But again, discuss it in the comments how y'all feel about this. Pam Bodney's crazy ass. Oh, don't worry about what they got going on. What about the girl who was killed on the train? What about the stock market stuff? And what about all the... We're not talking about all that right now. This is about the case of the Epstein files and why you won't look at these freaking women and men who were sitting back there saying, hey, we're here. We're the victims. But you won't acknowledge us. This shit pisses me off. This was planned, I feel like, by Trump because he has ties to everything that would take him down. He put someone in those top positions that would be faithful, who would die on the hill to protect him and his friends and all these other bastards who did all these horrible things. He made sure he covered himself. An alliance with the director over the FBI. You have alliance with the freaking attorney general who's willing to protect you. Willing to die on that hill for some reason for you because you probably promised her something. Again, leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. So I'm getting more pissed off every second. Take care.